In the deepest shadows of the lower tier, the sun was not a reality. It was a myth. Mira lived in a world of permanent twilight, but her heart carried big dreams, dreams that felt too wide to hold inside her chest. She wanted to build something real with her own hands and rise above the smoke that choked her city. Every night, while the city slept, she sat by the soft yellow light of a flickering torch and opened her books. They were old and worn, salvaged from the trash of the world above. But she read every single word, with full love and complete focus. She did not have fancy things. She did not have comfort. But she had something far stronger. A burning will that could not be bought and could not be taken away. But then, without warning, life brought something heavy and cold to her door. The city's oxygen filters began to fail. The air grew thin. Her younger brother became sick, weak, fragile. Mira started working double shifts just to keep their small life moving forward. Her books began to sit unopened on the floor for many days. The weight of worry pressed down on her shoulders, like heavy stones she could not put down. Her focus began to crack apart slowly, like dry mud under a burning sun. And one night, she looked up at the ceiling of pipes and quietly asked herself, "Why should I even try?" Every dream suddenly felt too far away, too cold, too impossible. For the first time, Mira felt truly alone. Then one night, through the quiet smoke, she heard footsteps. An old man named Silas stepped out from the shadows. He looked like a man who had survived 1,000 storms. Silas sat beside her, and for a long moment, he said nothing at all. Then, he placed a rough old hand on her trembling shoulder, and softly he said, "A fire does not die just because the wind tries hard to blow it out. The wind cannot stop a strong and rooted fire. It only makes it burn brighter." Mira listened in silence, and for the first time in a long time, something inside her began to wake up again. Silas told her that the storm in her life was not there to destroy her. It was there to reveal how strong she truly was. The next morning, Mira stood up with a brand new kind of fire inside her heart. She finally understood something important. Focus was not a gift. It was not motivation. Focus was a daily choice. So she began to rise before the city sirens. She wrote her goals across the soot-covered wall and crossed each one out with deep joy when she completed it. There were mornings when every bone in her body said stop. There were nights when her hands shook from deep tiredness, but every single time, she chose to rise again, slowly, day by day, piece by piece. Mira rebuilt herself. Then, the day finally came. Mira stood before the Great Ascent. A silent crowd gathered around her, watching, waiting. Her heart beat so fast, she could feel it in her entire chest. Her hands were cold, her breathing was shallow. Then, she ignited the thrusters. The engine roared. Mira blasted upward through the dark industrial tower, through the smoke, through the suffocating shadows. And then, she broke through the clouds. For the first time in her life, she saw the wide-open sky, bright, golden, infinite. And in that moment, Mira realized something. This victory was not built in one single day. It was built every morning she chose to get up, when everything inside her wanted to quit. And the lesson from Mira's story belongs to you today. Focus is the most powerful choice you will ever make, and it must be chosen again Every single morning. Hear this clearly. You are Mira. You are the one carrying a dream that feels too heavy and too far away. But your struggle is not proof that you are weak. It is proof that you are becoming stronger. So start right now. Take one brave step forward and do not look back.